Peppa Pig loves to go to the beach with her family. On this sunny day, they were going to have a vacation together. When they arrived, the beach was empty. There was no one around. However, that was just the way they liked it. A vacation for one family that no one would disturb. Peppa went to play ball with George. Daddy Pig wanted to play with them, but Peppa had her own idea. She really wanted to bury him in the sand. It seemed to her that it was just a fun activity that couldn't hurt. But she was wrong. After Peppa and George buried him under the sand, he felt the heat of the scorching sun, and he began to fall asleep. Peppa and George were making sand castles. They were playing together so much that they completely forgot that Daddy Pig was lying buried in the sand. At that point, his body temperature had risen to dangerous levels. Lying under the sun in the heat while he was sleeping, he didn't notice how he was in this situation. He started sweating profusely. His heart started beating fast. His temperature rose so much that he got a heat stroke. At this time, Mummy Pig and the children had played and started to go back. But suddenly they saw a hat on a heap of sand standing in the water, which was brought by the tide. Mummy Pig didn't realize what it was at first, but then she remembered Peppa burying Daddy Pig in the sand. While they were playing, there was a rush of water. She told the children to stand on the shore. She ran there and, standing waist deep in the water, removed his hat. Daddy Pig was unconscious. She started to dig out his top half, but his body started to fall into the water. She tried to hold him down. Their children were watching from the shore. They were scared to see it, but there was nothing they could do to help because Mummy Pig told them to stand still. Mummy Pig managed to get him safely onto the water. She couldn't carry him off because of his great weight. But things got worse. The low tide had started to come in. She only had to hold him, waiting for the tide to go out. Otherwise, he would be swept out to sea and have no chance of surviving. But suddenly, Peppa, ignoring the instructions, ran towards them. Peppa, who had been running to meet Mummy Pig, now got caught in the current herself and was being carried through the water. Mummy Pig could not swim to her by saving Daddy Pig. She had to make a choice. She had to save someone alone. She let go of Daddy Pig's body and swam after Peppa. George was crying as he watched the situation from the shore, and Mummy Pig managed to save Peppa. Sitting down on the sand, they watched Daddy Pig being carried far away on the waves, and there was nothing they could do to help.